Hello, boys and girls. My name is Yoshi 1907, and you're watching my 100% blind playthrough the finale. Hopefully, for Yoshi and the Mysterious Book for Nintendo Switch 2. And in the last episode, well, as you can see, we got very close to actually completing the 100%, so we're not going to even waste time. We're going to go right into this. We revealed all the secrets last time, and now we have to figure out what the heck we're supposed to do. I looked at the guide, and it didn't really say anything. So, in order to actually get this to work, we need to do a bunch of secrets. We still have so much percentage to get to. But before we can even get that done, we need to first turn on everything again. Let's try to not redo this level more times than we need to. Alright. Yoshi just likes the cutest salvo when he's going on these kinds of stuff. Alright. Because you're floating, you don't have to really run into the walls at all for this. Okay, got that done. Alright, so to get this done, we need to hit a very specific cover chord, but skip every other note to make it work. Because you'll see that the colors kind of go away, but there's also kind of a specific thing you need to do. Basically, it's like a puzzle. We have to hit a certain thing, but then we have to skip every other chord to make it happen. That's how we get the do re mi si I'm not going to say it. It's gonna be very confusing. But it's basically a similar thing we already did once. But before we do that, I want to try and get a couple of the other discoveries we need. Fortunately, this is a part where I'm gonna get confused. I just wanted to make sure we got to this part first before we can do that. Alright. What are the arrows, though? What are we supposed to do? Clip on the little bulbs and wear just this around. Yeah, like, it's basically saying the same thing as last time, but it's very confusing. Oh, there's, oh, I didn't even notice there was arrows, dude. So dumb. Alright, we have to redo that part. Yeah, okay, just following that arrow. Got that secret done, and because I did it while I had the red thing, I also got that done. Then I have to do the same thing, but follow a different arrow pattern. Wait, so there's different patterns on this that we have to follow that we don't even know about. You wouldn't know about it unless... Some are different. Like, some, there's like a squiggly line to them. So we're gonna try stepping on all those now. Until something happens. I don't think we need the red for this, though. I think it's actually making it worser. Let's try this without any... Oh, I have to redo that whole part. What do the sails indicate what we have to not step on? Yep. I'm gonna do as the other says and just hit every other one. Till 7 triggers. Like, do literally every other one. Exactly like that. Or if it fails, we'll do this again, but start with the red instead. Oh wow, that was as simple as literally just doing that. And now we have to pretty much do the exact same thing now, but with triangle. At least it said to pick up the triangle sphere. Surprisingly, the guide in-game is helping out more than the guide that I have. It didn't really specifically mention. Alright, let's try alternate with this secret instead. Again, if it doesn't work, we'll just try something else. Okay, well, yeah, alright. I think that was pretty obvious now. Just alternate the colors, and you get both of those discoveries pretty easily, actually. If it's not exactly alterated, you don't get the discovery. So, anyways, I hope you guys, folks, now know how to do that annoying puzzle series. But anyway, that was pretty simple once we familiarized what to do, and there's literally arrows inside of the actual thing that tell you what you should be jumping on. That, like, look like arrows at least. That's where you have to jump on. Anyways, time for our actual final level, the UFO. And I'm not saying that the moon isn't the true final levels, or in itself isn't the true final level. It's just, obviously, we've already gotten all the discoveries in that, so to finish this off, we should just start here instead. Now, I do want to see what the credits are like, so we won't end the playthrough until we get credits done one time. But first, we have to do some secrets in the UFO base. Okay. Destroy that secret first. How do we get behind that, though? Maybe we just let him go. Okay, well, we already did that. Nothing happened. We have some secrets that say, okay, friends need to escape, but beyond that, not much else. Okay. Well, I don't think we need to really collect coins anymore, but we're gonna go around to see. Yeah, this is the part where we need the keys. Okay. Oh, I see. This is how we do the spin move to destroy these, So if you eat one of those peppers, it makes them do the spicy spin. At least that's what the game calls it. That one I found out from just doing the secret, which also tells me we're gonna need to use that to probably actually destroy the other secrets. So there better be some more, because otherwise we'll have to keep redoing the level. Does seem like it's somewhat limited. Make this easier, we should first take it all the way up top. There we go, the big cut us through that part. Now we get a key that we can use. Ah! It keeps dude, it keeps going on top of me. Oh, I see. So you put them all in there and that's how they run. Okay, that makes sense. Well, that's cool. I will say having an exact percentage is pretty cool. It makes it more obvious what you need. Initially, I thought I needed to do that burst in order to get some of the secrets. In reality, we could have just avoided all that and just done more red pepper secrets instead. Alright. Wait, now that I know about the rock secret, I need to do that the exact same way as this one. That means we'll get even more discoveries by just doing that. Ugh. Okay, I really could have avoided sucking down, but we need to get another one of these anyway. So these are limited, so yeah, if you run out of them, it might be hard to do so. It's actually be easier to fade run to a Crazy Daisy first. And we found a new discovery by going all the way over here with the... Oh wait, we've already done this before. I remember, we did a different explosion setup, but that's probably what you need to... That's where we find the flower, right? I thought we had already done this area, but I guess not. Yeah, it follows us to the next secret. Okay, well, those were the only discoveries I could find. Alright. We don't want to take forever on this, obviously, so we better just check. Stuff. Oh, wow, we didn't even predict quite a few of these. Oh yeah, that. Still have to figure out. Thanks, Goward, for research. The silence ant. It's more just going around and discovering even more discoveries than normal. Alright, we should go for the Haysuit 2's tough to sell thing first. Because that's a good design to go for. I think the only way to stop them both from constantly being moved is to literally... Yeah. Interesting, so let's go, beef. That's what he's saying. Okay. For the most part, the other two don't look really difficult. It's just parts of the levels we have never explored yet. Of course, since you can fly up so high, that means there's so many places where you can explore. Makes it extra tricky to figure out where to go. Oh, I don't think we actually took this to figure out where the thing's going. Yeah, we never really figured out where this is coming from. Okay, well, we can't really go inside that part of the area, annoyingly enough. Okay, well, I didn't do anything. Oh, I make flower crowns if you do that. Grata, now that's interesting. I just realized I might need a flower discovery guide again because can't even find the crowd. But also, I guess we do have a wing crowd tracker still. Well, there goes. What's the point of that? Okay, I think I might have to reload and just try to find this hit the normal way, because it seems like it's really hard for it to set the pin code up if it does and instantly reveals it. But it's also super annoying that it's really hidden behind the secret area. It also means we've brought back the this again, but that's fine. How do we get that destroyed without doing a secret loop? That's the problem I want to know. Facts, because the internet will simply not work. It's too explosion-y, so it's the game entirely. I think our only option might be just red. I wonder how it changes if I cover that thing somewhat. Hope this final video also doesn't take too long, because I see like it is already taking quite a bit. Alright, now we need to do this thing again. We kind of need to do a reload though, just to respawn it. In a way that allows us to actually get the Scurry. Ah, I see. It's basically multi-staged. So, I was correct in that we had to first get a red apple thing first. See, literally the only safe way to race the right crowd is multi-stage. You first have to do it the second part, and then you need to have it suck up the wing crown directly. At which point, it gives us the smiley flower. So, yeah, we basically need to do 2 discoveries to get that one done. Alright. Thanks for study, though that one is kinda tough. Oh, the Ounchin also randomly died when we did that. So we're gonna have to redo that anyway. But we saw where the Ounchin was. It says get the so you have to explore lock and then shift what's check what's underneath. Which tells me there's another rock part that isn't mentioned. Okay, now that he's out of the way, we could try getting the Ounchin to work instead. It's kind of weird that we've always killed these Ouchins. I think it changes depending on how Yoshi thinks of a phone. That was one nice secret. Alright, now we just need to figure out where the red fan is, but this is kind of hard to do. Yeah, the part I'm most confused about is where's this rock and how do we find it? If we've already gotten that secret right away and that other one was the rock from before, then we're gonna have to just explore different areas of the land that we just don't know about. What if it's as obvious as being right next to where the other enemy is? Okay, no, I thought it was that. Nope. It says it's supposed to be somewhat lower down, too, but I don't know if that's true at all. This is probably an end zone we really do not know about because we cannot frickin' find it. You know, like, even this. Oh, wait, it might be deceptive. It's probably hidden underneath here. It has to be. There's no other way it could be like that. Okay, this thing's actually gonna probably get in my way if I try to keep doing that stuff. So I'm gonna try and mess it around with a egg. Okay, this fight's really trolly, it seems. It's not I don't know what to do, I know what to do, but the problem this time is just finding the secret area. I feel like I've explored everywhere and not found anything. This is what happens when you do a fine fight for this and don't know where to go exactly. It feels like this is one of those stupid secrets from a different game. In fact, I'm gonna call. I'm just gonna say this right now. This feels just as awkward as those Final Fantasy 2 secrets that make you walk through the wall just to get them. We're probably gonna have to walk through a wall to get that, or just straight walk through the wall and then walk through it to attain it. Must be, because how else are we supposed to get to the freaking place? Alright, I am not going to waste that much time, so I will see you when I actually discover this stupid hidden area. This is what I meant about being deceptive. We finally found the rock. I had to look at the guide, of course, but the rock was literally right next to the starting zone. How else was I supposed to know I was here, though? Yeah. So basically, the only way to get through this sun is to first have it suck up the rock, but it's near the starting area, so it's so easy to miss, man. This is another one where you kind of just have to do another secret. Yeah. Kinda insane. Alright. Now we should actually have 100%. That was so simple to do, though. Like, that secret discovery we finally did we actually finished it in less than a minute, you saw on the in-game timer from starting the level, but because it was so confusing, it took forever to actually do it. So anyways, we finally done it. Finally completed all of my contents. At long last, I managed to fulfill the professor's final wish. It's been quite a long journey to reach this moment. Thank you, Yoshis. You're all more than welcome to read through my pages whenever you want. I'll always be here for you. If the book has been fully completed. But, obviously, we're going to try to end this on a high note, so let's try and do the final boss again. Since it's probably been a while since you guys seen this, we'll try to show the full cutscene, but it's not technically a full cutscene, because I think the game skips part final cutscene if you try replaying this stage. And okay, this one we need to start actually just with underground stuff exclusively. And it wants us to use some of the newer ones specifically. Like this whole area is made for the underbit in mind. I'd say it's alright for that. Okay. We didn't get caught this time. That could have been really rough if that happened again. Save us. That fiend's gonna eat us. Okay. Yes, if you remember the storyline, the man is going to try and crash into the side, so we have only a limited amount of time to beat this boss. I did not mean to do that. We need a mix of stuff, kind of. We need a mix of flyers, as well as fast attackers. I've never actually tried using the UFO on this part, though. We did also recently get this. Okay, well, that doesn't work. That was never gonna work. Yeah, so we want to spray this into it at first. We can also, for a Jetty Jelly, we can switch between this and this to get back its water again. Okay. We've never tried using Huff and Puff in the fillings, too. Yeah, I forgot. We could just use the Huff and Puff and to do the egg throwing. That makes it simpler. But there's only so much we can do. So some of these require us to do different things. Okay. Isn't this the part where you have to suck up stuff at the UFO? Yeah, we have to get rid of this stuff at the UFO. The spin also enables us to technically do stuff too, so this is another way to break this guy. This is probably how the game wants us to fight this boss too. We can just kind of damage boost for those things. It tries to summon a barrier, but it does a really bad job because Yoshi can just damage boost for it. So yeah. Okay, now we need to use just water pinchers. The other one actually has to cut up from air, but there's also only other one we can use, and that's Buffunder, so we'll be back using this thing. We should use that to teleport. A lot of these parts of the battle are really cool, but also really unique. They're designed with very specific creatures in mind. Like, this first part was totally designed for the Buffunder, but no, now we can no longer get through that, so now it's designed for a different ish in mind. Can't swim. The lungefish could work, but it's not really the best. Underbit wouldn't work. I've never actually tried Hoodworm before. Yeah, that's way too big. That's what I thought. I like the timer just pauses randomly while you're underneath. Okay, what if I just do normal Jetty Jelly? No, I think it is just Buffunder that you can use here. Very little stuff can be used besides the Buffunder. Okay, this part is having my most confusing part. That's right, I kind of almost forgot what to do. There's not really a lot of things that can swim. Okay, that's one way to get through it, actually. So, I guess there are many different ways you can get through it. I think that's supposed to be how you're supposed to do it, though. Oh yeah, it doesn't work well underwater. Yeah, this is probably the toughest phase for me. Yeah, it's not being handleable. Oh yeah, now we suck it up with the UFO, I think, for real this time. We had the UFO earlier, but now we're going to set this thing up. Oh, hang on. Yeah, we use that to then do a spin to finish it off. Okay. Let's saved. Finally free. The stand is still falling. We must free. Hurry up and do something. Come out. Master, my magic isn't enough to... Oh. It still spawns the teleporter so we can get the... Huh, that portal's the way out since when? No time to hesitate. We must hurry. Not without the bewilderer. This is for your own good. Hey, knock off. Let me go. Yeah, Thank God they're not... they don't really want to leave without the bewilderer. That we have to leave them inside the sack. I did try doing this earlier. You might have seen it actually with the other boss battle, but when we tried doing it, we didn't get the credits triggered a second time. Whereas now that we've done it again, we should see the final cutscene again like it happened before. So now we are technically at the end of our 100% journey. You can see the credits once again. And yes, we already saved Quebeca as the headmaster, but we decided to do it again. Rest assured, all the creatures within my pages are safe. What a wonderfully optimistic outcome. Alright. I can finally turn the castle. What a relief. No, I could catch the veil, but I didn't catch the veil anyway. Actually, I had a lot of fun inside that. I think we've already seen this. Here, all the brand you'll get to do. You'll aim the beard very with your own eyes. Oh yeah, let's go. So I can brag about this to Dan. Yeah. Alright. The main reason we did this is we could see the credits play out again. Because when we play out the credits, we'll get to see. Hey, just how many... What are the 10 most pages with the most discoveries if you include everything from the 100% portion? And this, of course, includes the secret levels, too, though they're probably not going to be included on it, because there's not as much discoveries in Chapter 11 as there are on the rest of the game. We'll get to see just how some of the longest levels. Alright. I will say, this Yoshi game's aim for the entire playthrough was very different. It wasn't like traditionally goes. You traditionally fight Bowser and do other stuff. But now you just kind of go around and explore, which is very different. Alright, Surfboard is number 10. Anyways, how do you guys feel about this playthrough? We finally did the 100% portion. If the setup worked correctly, according to what people are saying to me, this may be the only true sort of blind playthrough on YouTube that more or less didn't really use a guide except when needed to. Of course, actually getting a full blind playthrough that completely 100% without at least using guide a little bit is crazy. I think, my prediction is, I think I got about 90% or so discoveries without using the guide. This game has some pretty good hints, and if you know what to use, the hints do work pretty well to get all the guide stuff done. So, yeah, also Cuttlefish was number 9. Look, which is back at the beginning of the game, is number 8. No surprises there. Anyway, yeah. I think this game was fun for what it was. It was unique. Some people don't like it, some like it. It's kind of up to you whether or not you like it or not. I think the coolest part is you don't have to worry about dying or game overing like in other Mario titles. You can just focus on going as fast as you can. Anyway, we have Winkle Eye at number 7 here. Let's just wait for the next one to appear so we can figure out what that one is. Number 6 is Scatterpuff. The bigger version. Oh, the more mini-sized version, rather. Alright, well, anyway, if you guys are wondering what the next playthrough will be, we've decided to do a certain Mario Tennis game that we've been waiting for some time. That will be our next playthrough. I won't say what it is, but it's kind of your hint. Stay tuned to find out what it actually is. As for my secondary playthrough, by the way, Underbit is number 5, no surprises there. As for our secondary playthrough, we've still been trying to find out time to finally get through Pokemon Legends Z to A. I think I'm slowly... I think you can expect to see some videos from that in the future. I've just been taking a break because, like... Remember, the last thing we have left when we left that game up is just RNG Nightmares. I'm not sure if anybody wants to see all of that constantly, so... That's why I feel like it'd be cooler to just do that when we actually get the thing we're looking for. Also, no surprises, Ballstat was number 4, Crazy Daisy is now number 3, so it's not the page with the most discoveries, but it's definitely in the top 3, and this is the very first page you explore, too. So it has by far the most discoveries. Anyway, number 2 is the UFO, which is the second to last page, which we just did. No surprises there. This one also had a lot of pages. Alright, so we're waiting for number 1. I guess while we're waiting for that, though, I guess I need to say I hope you guys enjoyed this amazing playthrough. I hope it helped you out to finally 100% this game. And Mild was actually the one with the most discoveries. I like how a original Yoshi's Island monster happens to be number 1. Crazy Daisy was too, but this one most people remember because a boss version of it appears as the very first boss in Yoshi's Island. So yeah, that's cool. And the MVP apparently was Bugia. It had 33 stars earned on it recently. It's kind of interesting. I'm not sure how that works, but it is what it is. So yeah, now you know you can replay the ending by just doing all of Chapter 10 again. But that Chapter 6, oddly enough, if you finish that normally for the exit, you cannot exit. Oh, again, to trigger the ending, you only trigger it one time. Alright, well, we're gonna save and end, obviously, but yeah. I guess I have to say, folks, I hope you enjoyed this spy playthrough. Hope I helped you to finally complete this game. And I'm pretty sure we did like 95%, 90% of the game without using a guide, which I think was surprisingly good. Well, some of the hints are quite obscure, some of them are quite helpful. I will say it actually was quite interesting to play this game. Like this, you guys have probably watched other guys and thought, oh, this game looks too easy, because, well, they obviously know where they're going. When you watch someone who doesn't know where they're going, and keep in mind, this is a new game, so you would have had to discover stuff on your own. It made it more interesting, because, yeah, you could see I wandered quite a few places before I found discoveries. And when I actually found it out, I was like, whoa, that's how you do that part? Like, before the discovery part, I didn't even know that rock was there in the UFO part. Anyways. Yeah, I think I've explain my point, and yeah, we're just about hitting the hour mark, which I think is actually about where I wanted it to be anyway, so yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next playthrough. Bye!